Hi guys, Nishant here. In this tutorial, we are going to take a look at form handler to print output. It contains two main attributes, method and action. So what is method attribute? The method attribute specifies HTTP method, means get or post method, to be used when submitting form data. So when to use get and when to use post. The default method for submitting form data is get. So when get is used, the submitted form data will be visible in the URL field. Therefore, get must not be used when sending sensitive information. So when to use post? So always use post if the form data contains sensitive information or personal information like password. Post has no limitation and can be used to send large amount of data. So now next thing is action attribute. The action attribute defines action to be performed when submitting form. Normally the form data is sent to a web page on a server when user clicks submit button. So let's take a look at them. So I'm going to write method and action inside the starting tag of form. In the method I'm going to write post because we are dealing with sensitive information like password. Now I'm going to write action. Here I'm going to mention information dot php. This file I've already created here, and as we are dealing with PHP, I've already opened XAMPP control panel and started Apache and MySQL, and we are going to run this program on localhost. So first let's save this, and we are going to write our program here in information.php. So what we are going to do is, first we are going to write PHP opening and closing tag. So PHP, so this is PHP opening and closing tag. So between these two we are going to write our code. So I'm going to write here if inside this I'm going to write is set to, here inside is set, the function is set, I'm going to mention a variable, and that is $_ oops, my mistake, post square brackets double quotes submit, one more. Now curly brackets, inside that we are going to print our output. So how to print output in PHP? We are going to print output in PHP using echo. So echo, the string here will be the text that we are going to print. So I'm going to print here first name is, and here I'm going to write dot $_ post square bracket single quote. Inside that I'm going to mention the name for the first name, that is this one. So I'm just going to copy this and I'm just going to paste it here. One more thing I'm going to do here is write br tag. So this I'm going to write br tag. So this line of code is for my first name. So let's save it. One more thing I would like to tell you guys is each input field must have a name attribute to be submitted. If the name attribute is omitted, the data of that input field will not be sent at all. Therefore, it is compulsory to write a name for input field. So like this we are going to write for all the input field. So I'm just going to copy it and paste it several times. So let's change it. So our second field is last name and the name is this. I'm just going to copy it Our third field is password, and I'm going to copy its name. So I'll be copying the name here. Next field is email ID. So I'm writing here email ID is, and its name, there is this one. I'm going to copy it and paste it here. So now next is website. And for that the name is website. I'm going to make this one small case, this two small case, and I'm going to change it here too. So website small case and email small case. So first let's save both of this, and now let's continue. So the next is telephone. I'm going to write here telephone number is, and then I'm going to write this name, there is user tel. I'm going to copy it here. Now next one is address, and for that name is address itself. So again copying it and pasting it here. Okay, so the next one is country. Country is, and the name here is, as you can see there is no name here. So where should we write the name for the country? So we are going to write the name inside the input field, that is this one. So I'm going to write name, inside that I'm going to write country. I'm just going to copy it, and I'm going to paste it here. So let's save this first, and this too. So the next field we are going to change is birth date, that is here. I'm going to write birth date is, and I'm going to copy the name, that is this one, B-Day. So copy, just paste it here, and we are going to need some more line of codes. So I'm just going to copy this now. I'm going to paste it. Okay, so what is the next? So next field is time. So I'm going to write here time is, and for that its name is user time. Okay, so the next one is gender. So I'm going to write here gender. And the name will be gender. So the next thing I'm going to take here is age range. As you can see, the name here is age, so I'm going to write here age range, and inside the name I'm going to copy this age, and we are going to need one more line. My bad. Okay, so here I'm going to write sibling instead of age range, and the name we are going to give is siblings. So let's save this first, and this too, and make sure that the name here submit is similar to the name you give here submit. So if you save both the files properly, make sure XAMPP control panel is up and running. Now what you need is you have to open your web browser. Inside that you have to open a local host and the directory for that file. So this is form.html in HTML folder. So let's write down. So let's complete this whole form. So I'm going to write here Nishant Zaveri, a random password, my email ID, website, a number, my address, country code, birthday as you wish, select the time, gender, age range, and siblings information, and let's click on submit. As you can see, this is our output. It gives me all the output for all the fields: first name Nishant Zaveri ABC. As you can see, you get the password too because we haven't given any validation, email ID, website, telephone, address, country, birth date, everything here is right. So that's all for form in HTML. Thank you for watching this video.